Hi guys, Rich here of Richiesvinyltimemachine. I'm back with another video. And in this video I will continue my journey into the band Greta Van Fleet. For this next reaction video I will be looking into the song When the Curtain Falls. And I've chosen a live gig on the Tonight Show starring by, of course, Jimmy Fallon. So I'm very curious about this live performance and we will now take a look. So, let's go. Every time his voice ceases to amaze me. I mean, he has to pierce out all those high notes, you know. It's amazing, and even in the live versions like this one, his voice seems to be very steady on those high notes, high belts, how you call them. I'm not very good in the technical terms in English, but it's really amazing to hear him sing this. And again, you can absolutely immediately understand this is a Greta Van Fleet song. When I listen to, and I've now done 4 or 5 reaction videos on them, I immediately recognize his voice. I immediately recognize the style. It's that bluesy, swaggy style of instruments, and I really like it. It's very classy. It takes you back to, I don't know, even a 1670s sound of rock, and also the bluesy influence in it. And you can absolutely hear these guys are geniuses in their own way, especially in composing and thinking about what kind of arrangement they're going to make for their songs. So I'm really intrigued again by his voice, by the way they make their music. And enough about me talking, let's listen. We'll pause it one more time. The lyrics, I mean, when the curtain falls, for me it seems like he's singing about fame, at least as a band or I don't know, as a movie star, but I think it's about a band or a star in the music industry. And as long as you perform your, I don't know, although you've been watched critically, you're on the, on the high level of existence. They notice you, they want to be with you, they think you're great. And when you start to age for the music industry or the film industry, or you starts to fade away, you know, all the bling and there is, and all the attention seems to be have been fake, you know. When you're gone, when the curtain falls, you're no longer on that on their agenda, you know. You're not no longer interesting anymore, and I think I don't know if I'm correct, but it's what I'm hearing in this song. So when the curtain falls, you're no longer interesting. You're no longer famous for many people more. You're just slowly fades away from being interesting for the public or for Hollywood or for the music industry. That's what I seem to hear. That the fake level of feeling of being important. You know, you're important as long as you mean something in the business, and then when you're too old or they're no longer interested in you, then this whole popularity seems to be fake. This whole bling, you know, around it. That's what I am. Really high. Really cool guitar solo. Again, you can absolutely hear the bluesy rock influence in their music. Also jazz sometimes, but it's more the bluesy kind of rock, I guess. It's really good.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, oh my goodness, indeed. I mean, it's amazing how this guy do a live performance. It's, again, his voice is beyond, I don't know, beyond normal or something. It's the way he pushes out, he pierces out his high notes, his high belts. And you have to keep it, like I always say, you have to keep it audible. I mean, because when you slip there, then it's no longer a note you can listen to. Then it's just pure agony if you hear someone scream this way. So it's really good. It's really fantastic that he has such great control over his voice, over this high note. And instrumentally, the composition always seems to amaze me because they are so influenced by jazz and bluesy kind of style of the rock side of music. I mean, you can absolutely hear this influence, and if I'm correct, they are often compared to Led Zeppelin kind of songs because Robert Plant had such an amazing high voice as well. And I can understand why they say this, but on the other hand, I also feel that you are. I don't want to compare them to Led Zeppelin yet because they're maybe still a level under that, you know, under that the stardom of Led Zeppelin and how popular they were. But they are in a quite high category themselves, and I want to listen to Greta Van Fleet not comparing them to Led Zeppelin, you know. Although I definitely understand why people say this. For me, when listening to it, they're on a league of their own, you know. And I don't want to compare them to the same level or as Led Zeppelin, but they're really, really good. And I think people should judge these guys for what they are making, what kind of music they are making. And my opinion is that what they are doing is really, really, really awesome. So that was my take on this song, When the Curtain Falls, Greta Van Fleet. If you have any suggestions or comments or about or on the lyrics, if maybe I interpreted the lyrics wrong, then please let me know. If you have any gigs or any songs that you tell me that I should look into and that I didn't done yet, then I'm really happy to continue my journey into Greta Van Fleet. I mean, for about 4 months ago, I really never heard of these guys, and I'm really happy that I'm starting to know this great kind of bands that are out there, and I don't longer have to live in the past, you know. Everyone who knows me knows I'm a musical fan of the 80s, also 70s and 60s, but especially the 80s because I grew up there. And I was, for years and decades, I was stuck in the 80s, you know. There wasn't any music for me beyond, and after that or before that, it was just the 80s. That was for my the icon of decade. Probably because I grew up there as in my adolescence and in my teens, that you have a lot of memories there. So I think that's also is why I was so stuck at the 80s. But I'm really happy that I'm starting to learn that there's more music out there and really good music. So guys, thank you for helping me with that. And I will leave you with the phrase I will always leave you with. And that is, please stay safe and bye for now.